Awesome. Okay. Let me share this on my Alpha Female Sisterhood page. Oh, whoops. I didn't do that right. Just give me a second. I'm going to wait for people to log on or hop on to my live broadcast. I have a feeling this one will be a good one. um, So welcome, welcome. I'm just actually trying to find my broadcast so I could share it in Alpha Female Sisterhood. If you are a high performing businesswoman, whether you own your business or thinking about owning your business or running a business for an organization and would like to get consistent empowerment, inspiring messages, and connection with other fellow women, you should be in Alpha Female Sisterhood. If you're not there, you don't know what you're missing, so you should join. So let me share this really quick. Share on Alpha Female Sisterhood. And if you're an Alpha Female Sisterhood and watching this broadcast, I can only see your comment if you're on my business page watching it. So, hey sis, you're watching it with me. Okay, so, well, hold on, let me see the volume. Okay, so today I've been kind of inspired. I had such a great morning. And let me just get to this. All right. So it's such a great morning. Normally, about once or twice a month, I host Alpha Sister Power Hour, and it's actually Get Shit Done Power Hour. So I book a conference room for about 2 hours. It's usually for the local people, but I book it for 2 hours, and I invite people in our Alpha Female Sisterhood to come. And I don't know who's coming, but then once we get there, we connect with each other, and then we set a timer up for 20 to 25 minutes, and we all set an intention of what we're working on, and then we shut up, turn off all distraction, and we all do that work for 20 to 25 minutes, and then we get it done. We connect and talk and chit chat and catch up for 5 to 10 minutes, and we do the work. So we did that for about a couple of hours. Today I had a lot of people. I think we're gonna have to actually move to a different location where we could accept more Alpha Sisters, because now I guess words are spreading, or the energy is attracting the right kind of women. So we got some great newcomers coming to the Power Hour. And then what was also awesome was that the connections that was happening. So there are a lot of business cards being given out. There's Helen, who's an interior designer and who specializes in restaurant design, actually offered volunteer her help to the Michelle, who's the newcomer who's actually getting ready to open her own restaurant. Um, and she offered her help. Let me help you with the equipment and all the things that you need to do for the restaurant. So it was a beautiful sisterhood and support energy happening. My personal organizer Ayana was there, and everybody was saying they needed help with the organizing, so she made some good connection. My other friend Heather, who's actually helping me with developing my custom notebook for Alpha Female Sisterhood, we got a chance to kind of talk about it. So such a great connection happening. So that was a good morning. And then I did a shamanic healing session for one of my clients. So we were able to kind of work through some of the heavy energies and emotions that's keeping us small. And today, what I want you to talk about is how the words like, oh, I'm being practical, I'm being realistic, or I'm being responsible, I'm being good, like how these words actually, while these are really positive, empowering words, how women tend to use these words to keep us small. How we tend to use these words to describe ourselves, to continue playing small and continue being stuck in a place that we're not proud of, continue being stuck in a job, relationship, or life, or health, or any other situation that don't shine us in a bright light. And then we just say we're being practical. So I had a lot of client meetings this week, and every single one of them are just amazing women. And I heard way too many times just in this week saying, oh, I guess I'm just being practical. Like, for example, I told one lady, like, I want you to write down all the dreams. I want you to write down all the things you want to dream about. And she kept coming up with, well, when I hit this income in my business, my current business, which I'm not even excited about. Like, I kind of doing this business, but I'm not even excited about if this is a business I was meant to do. But whenever I asked her to dream big, she kept getting stuck on an income level she wanted to create on that business, like a real estate or retail. She just kept talking about, when I hit this income, I guess I could start dreaming. Like, why do you have to hit that income level in a business you're not even excited about in order for you to even dream? Why is dreaming such a luxury? And she said, oh, because I'm being practical. I had another woman earlier on that I said, I want you to really think about what are the things you want to manifest. Let's just dream big. It doesn't cost us anything. And she said, that's not the luxury I can afford right now. I have bills to pay. I have responsibility to do. Dreaming, that's a luxury. Since when dreaming is a luxury? We keep coming back to, I need to stay realistic. I can't dream because I'm a realistic person. I'm a responsible person that worry about my bills and all my current responsibility. So I can't possibly dream. So sometimes these words like being practical, being realistic, being responsible. I had another friend who's super, super, super self critical to herself. She's such a huge cheerleader and lover and empowering source and to everyone around her. But when it comes to her, she's just so critical of herself. And when I say, why are you so critical? She says, I'm not being critical. I'm just being realistic. Why? Why do we always feel like doing that? And I think it is because, I mean, I have personal experience with it. I think we were raised to follow this rule, right? I was raised to follow this rule. The rules that I was raised to follow were get straight A's, be really good student, have a good behavior, respect your elders, get good grades, have a lot of friends, graduate with honors, get a good job, be promoted, keep working hard to show your worth and get promoted, and then maybe you'll find someone that you love and get married, and you'll have happy family, and you will have stability, and then you will have this retirement account that you're going to start saving, and then you're going to retire at 60, and then you're going to have grandchildren, and you're just going to have live happily ever after, some rules like that. So I followed those rules. I followed those rules for 30 some years, right? Getting best, getting straight A's, getting good job, and job hopping if the job, if there are more opportunity to make money. Save for a retirement, pay off the debt because debt is a horrible thing. Student loans, well, mortgage is okay, but credit card is bad. You know, be humble, be a team player, don't shine your light. So some of the things, and I followed the rule, and it did work, right? I worked in a corporate world. I got promoted, I got advanced degree, people like me, I did good work. But I mean, my story, that I found myself incredibly miserable, and then I ended up leaving and becoming an entrepreneur, creating a fitness business, and now this. And when I look back, I feel like I followed those rules because those were the rules, but I never even questioned who wrote those rules. Who wrote those rules? Whose rules are these? Like, where are we, what rules are we following? We all know these rules, but then I don't even remember. There's not a book. There isn't something, like, there is no book or there's no person who wrote those rules. So I never even questioned who wrote the rules. I just followed them. And I actually invested 30 plus years of my life following those rules and living by rules. But those rules are bullshit. Those rules keep us small. Those rules rob us of our joy. Those rules prevent us from manifesting our dreams and creating a life and business we want. Because some of those rules, let me tell you how some of those bullshit rules. So in those rules, some of the things I was told to do is if you don't agree with something, don't say you don't agree, because then they're not going to like you. So you're supposed to, whenever you're not agreeing with something, you're supposed to say it in a question. So that was one of the rules I was taught. That if you don't agree with that, instead of saying I don't agree with that, come up with a question. Can maybe could this be possibly considered this way? I mean, talk about being passive aggressive or being a passive communicator. Talk about being a non-effective communicator. But that was the rule that I was told that I had to follow, because I was too direct. So I had to always, if I didn't agree with something, I had to somehow present it as a question, not as a statement. I was told that I was too loud, that my voice carries too much, so I have to speak in an inside voice. I have to speak in a feminine voice. I have to tone it down so I don't come across abrasive. To who? I don't know. But somehow I was too loud, so I had to tone down my voice. I had to dress femininely, so I had to dress pretty dresses and wear colorfuls. I was even told to wear, I was even told by one of the mentors in my business that she said, you have good boobs, so wear some low cut tops, because that's going to serve you well in a corporate environment. So I was told to dress certain way. So this was a rule that I had to dress. I had to dress certain way, so I was attractive, I was well put together, but not threatening, right? And I was feminine. So that's what I was told to dress up as. I was told to distance myself away from other troublemaker women. So I was told to distance myself from women who were opinionated, who other people thought was difficult, who were alphas, who were challenging the status quo. I was told to distance myself away from it because I don't want to be lumped into one of them. What else? I had to constantly strive to get more certification, more education, get an MBA, even though other people didn't have MBA. Like I was told that, as a woman, you have to constantly prove your worth by taking extra courses, extra certification, extra training, going to these conferences, doing extra work to show that you are qualified for the same job. I was told that the rule is that you have to put work first and you have to sacrifice your personal life and health. So, people who were exercising and, having the time to take care of themselves was frowned upon, right? So if you're committed to work, if the rule was, if you are committed to work, you have to show that commitment. Stacy, yeah, is that breaking your heart? But that's the real world out there, right? That's the rules a lot of these talented, hardworking, intelligent women who are trying to build success and try to do what they were meant to do are having to face, right? It's not like somebody set me down and told me these rules, but these are the rules that we're playing upon. You're supposed to sacrifice your health. Like you need to put something. So these are the rules. So the same rule, whoever asshole that wrote that rules that I had to follow, it was a bullshit, right? So once I walked away from it, no wonder I was miserable. No wonder I was making all this money, traveling all over the world in a company that people thought, wow, you're so lucky to work there, that I was completely miserable. And so I walked away, started an entrepreneurship business, and then there was other set of rules. Yep, Jacqueline, that's how you grew up. Give me some hearts, or, let me know if that's any of this. Yeah, so Stacey, this is why we're self-employed. But even when we're self-employed, there are other rules, right? Some of the rules that I was in self-employed was there isn't enough to go around. So, you have to watch out for competition. Somehow, there is not enough business to go around, that you have to watch out for competition. You have to make sure that competition is not stealing your deal. Competition, so and so isn't trying to look at what's working well for you. So you're supposed to hold tight to what's working well for you, so your competition can steal your ideas and steal your customers. There's a belief in entrepreneurship that it's all hustle, no pain, no gain. So it's like sleep when you die type of mentality. That hustle, every day I'm hustling. if you don't hustle, you don't succeed. Nothing good comes easy. Uh, like that's another rule. So somehow, if you're self-employed and create an entrepreneurship, in order to become a success or in order to create wealth, you have to sacrifice a lot, and you have to do it alone somehow. You have to. It's like you're you against the world mentality. Is it just me, or these are just some of the things that I experience myself, and then helping whenever I'm working with my clients who are women, that's what they're having to deal with, right? There's a set way to do it, so you need to follow those rules. And that's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. So what I learned since then is, who writes those rules? And the only person who can write the rules we follow are, the rules we follow to live our life and business, they can only be written by ourselves. So who writes these rules? Those are all bullshit. They're not the rules that we should follow. The rules we follow should be our own rules. We should be writing our own rules to live our life the way we want to live, in an authentic way, to create a business that feels authentic and successful, so we could create the wealth or prosperity that we desire, and doing it by our own rules so it feels good to create. Some of the rules that I follow now, and I keep adding and deleting, but now I'm writing my own rules. So some of the rules I follow is, I don't work with assholes. I do not work with assholes as my client. Yes, Stacy. So now you could be the ground zero. You could start involving your kids to actually write their own rules. So some of my rules, I don't work with assholes, and I don't support business that has assholes. So so not only I don't work with assholes, so I don't hire assholes as clients. I don't hire vendors as a client. If I don't like to go to restaurants that's owned by assholes. I don't like to go to clothing store that employs an asshole. So I'm like totally anti-asshole. If you're an asshole, I'm out. Some of the other rules that I follow is that I'm really in tune to the energy. If I'm feeling your vibe, you're in. So I really go by, what kind of energy do I feel? How does my energy feel when I'm with you? So I really rely on energy and intuition. Authenticity. I try, my rule is I want to stay authentic, and I still struggle with that because there's so much these rules that I feel like I need to filter my message. I feel like I need to filter my image. Constantly worrying about judgment. So that's one rule that I'm really trying to stick with, that be my 100% authentic self. And then my other rule is I support other like-minded women. So I usually try to hire only the women who are like me. So I am so proud of being able to grow my business following these rules in a really recent few months in a very rapid way, that I'm able to support other female entrepreneurs who are like-minded as me. I have a VA who's thriving, and I'm able to give her a lot of business. I have a copywriter who's a writer who's passionate about writing, who I am able to hire to help me with the business so I can do my thing, but then I'm also supporting her. I have a cleaning lady owned by a woman. So I have personal organizer who's going to help me just get this place, all this clutter taken care of. Just the thought of that I am able to support other self-employed, high-performing women with the money I get paid, helping my clients who are also women who are high-performing and trying to build the wealth and success they deserve and they desire, feels like I like that role. I love following that role. So, and then action. My another rule is I take action. Whether, I take action even though I'm not 100% clear. I take action even though I'm not sure where it's heading. I take action even though that I'm scared. So that's another rule that I take action, and that's something that I really try to help my clients do, because you could sit there and talk about your dream. You could sit there and talk about the kind of rules you want to write. You could sit there and talk about the rules you don't agree that you how you want to change the world. But if you don't take action, like, there's just nothing to it. You have to take action. So those are the things that the new rules that I'm writing and I'm living by. And it feels amazing. It feels like finally I feel like it's the path, like I'm really living my life. I'm not saying I arrived it, but I'm really finally feel like it's my journey. So I feel the ownership of my life. I feel the ownership of my journey, and I'm actually enjoying the journey, even though there's a struggle, even though there's plenty of fears, even though there's plenty of obstacles. I'm feeling like it's my life, it's my journey. I'm the leading character of my life, and it just feels like mine, you know? So those are the things I want to talk about. Like, if you were to write your own rules, what would you write? Would you know what kind of rules you would want to live by? Would you know how to even come up with those rules? Would you know what feels like it's the right authentic rules for you? Do you even know what authentic self, like your authentic self, stand for? Do you know your core value? Do you know intuitively what feels good to you? Do you know energetically who feels right, what's a good vibe or a bad vibe? Are you aware and are you in tune with your own self to even know to write your own rules, follow your own rules, embrace your own authenticity, connect with other women and men who are in the same energy as you? Would you even know how to do it? Or are you constantly getting pulled back into, oh, that's not being practical. Oh, that's not being realistic. I can't do that. Just because you don't know, or you don't feel comfortable, or you haven't started, are you sure you're not just coming back to the old self and trying to cover that up with, I'm just being practical, I'm just being realistic, I'm just being responsible here, I'm trying to be fiscally responsible? Are you sure you're not using those words to just keep you in a comfort zone? Are you sure you're not using those words to just stay in playing big enough but not big, like playing small, playing safe? Maybe play outside of that, draw a line and of your comfort zone, and maybe step 1 foot out, but always coming back into the comfort circle. And you could say, well, I play big, I stepped over that line before, I tried that one a little. But you always come back to being practical, being responsible, being realistic, and really selling yourself short. So those are the things that I kind of bubbling up inside me from working with a lot of women this week, past week, doing coaching session, having just general conversation, doing some healing session, but what comes up is that just, oh, I'm trying to be practical. Well, maybe I'm not being practical. Maybe I'm not realistic. I can't dream. I can't manifest. I don't even know what I want. I don't have dream. I don't have luxury to dream. I don't even know what I manifest. I'm not you. I'm more practical. So all those. So if you're not sure, then it requires work. So if you're not sure what your rules are, you are not sure what your authentic self really wants to manifest in this life, or if you're not sure what kind of business you want to create, you're not sure how to take your business to the next level, you're not sure how to escape this corporate job who's sucking your soul dry, but you don't know how to get out of it, if you're not sure you're in an unhappy relationship, but the thought of new relationship is scary and painful, and you don't know where to start, these are the indicator that you really need to start working on your own energy, your own mindset, your own intuition. So you have a decision to make, right? You could just stay where you are. It's actually comfortable, as miserable or as unhappy or happy enough it is. That's a playground you've been living in. That's the water you've been swimming in. It's comfortable. It's safe. You know how it feels. It's not scary. So you have a choice to stay where you are, or you have a choice to explore what it's like to step out of that circle And way to explore is working on your mindset, having dedicated practice to really get tuned in and figure out what you want to do with your life, and what you want to do with your business. Getting a coach is a very powerful way, or just committing on to reading a book. But then I also don't want people to just become a self-help book junkie. Like, you read a book, read a book, read a book, but you never take action, right? I talked about one of my biggest rules is you have to take action. You can't talk about it and read about it and talk about it and read about it and never take action. So you have to take action. So I want to remind you that this is my last week of offering 21-day mindset makeover. So we start next Tuesday, right after Labor Day. So we start for 21 days. We're going to explore and practice what it's like to really work on our own mindset, break through the resistance we have, break through the resistance that's keeping us small or safe, explore what area that we have these limiting beliefs, how to raise our vibration with feeling more gratitude and joy into our life, and how do we heal and forgive from any mistakes we made in the past or mistakes that's been made to us by other people. So these are the things that I want to, little bite-sized chunks, encourage you to explore. So for next 21 days, starting in next Tuesday, we're just going to work on it. So that's why it's called 21-day mindset makeover. Every day for 21 days, so we're going to work on just 5 to 10, 20 minutes practice on exploring this area of our life. So the intention after the 21 day is that you actually have consistent practice, you have some awareness, you have some action plan of where you want to go next. And today, my coach, my amazing business coach, Dana Narayampa, who's a psychic business coach, she's been helping me through this whole expansion and the program. She has decided to offer this very generous bonus. So for anyone who signs up to 21-day mindset makeover today, from this moment, 3 o'clock Eastern time till midnight Eastern time, if you sign up today, not only you're going to have an access to this 21 days mindset makeover, you're going to get up to $147 credit at her store. So at her online store, since she's very successful coach, she has meditative, some guided meditation program. There are some online courses to help you create a business online. There's some healing stuff to do. There's so many products that you could buy from, and you'll get up to $147 credit toward any product that she's offering at her online store. So it's a huge bonus. I can't believe she's offering that to me. And that's just what the universe is. When you are showing up authentically and do the best you can with the right intention, you attract the right kind of people. And my coach is actually offering you her program and her love to you for supporting yourself by supporting me. So it's just like all rolls around. You sign up for the program and do the 21-day mindset makeover so you grow and you change. You support my business by doing this program with me, and then my coach Dana is supporting you by giving you $147 credit toward a purchase at her online store. So if you're still on the fence about doing this program, I don't know what else to tell you. You are choosing to just stay where you are, and that's okay. Maybe you're not ready for it. Maybe my energy is so bad to you, right? It's the, it's a like attracts like. Maybe I am too loud. Maybe I am too direct. Maybe I am too powerful in terms of in your face energy that I'm not the right person for you. So maybe then this program is not for you. But then I recommend you that you find someone. You find my coach is amazing. She's kind of in your face too, but then not, but in a very loving, nurturing way. There are a lot of other people that I could recommend you also. So if you are still watching this broadcast or replay, make a commitment to yourself to make an investment to getting you to writing your own rules. Set the intention that you will no longer hide behind these words of being practical, being realistic, being responsible, being a good girl, being a rule follower. fuck those rules. I want you to write your own rules. So I want you to set the intention to work on it. And I'm available. The course is available. There are plenty of people in this world right now, in social media world and out of social media world, who would love to help you guide you. If you have the courage to set the intention, make the decision, and choose to take an action, universe will rush in and provide you support, provide you the encouragement that you need. And that's what I believe. And thank you for watching. Again, if you are doing the 21-day mindset makeover, my coach Dana Kalinariampa is going to give you $147 credit toward any product in her online store. So once you purchase the program, message me so I could help you claim. I could give you the coupon code to claim. And that's only today, from now 3 o'clock Eastern time till midnight Eastern time. And we start our program next Tuesday. So anyway, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you are, this program is open to men and women. But again, my rules, I don't work with assholes. So, I'm setting the intention that my energy and my voice naturally repels any assholes. So if you're not an asshole and you're male and you're drawn to this powerful energy, whether it's coming from a woman or men or whatever, then you are welcome in this program. All the other powerful, high-performing ladies who want to create your own rules and start working on creating the life and business you want, you are welcome to that program. The link is in the description, 21daymindset.com. And if you have any question, message me and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.